We've been following calls for better care and more protection for these residents. And while some new health and safety requirements were put into place,
KXAN investigator Avery Travis found hundreds of homes in one program specifically designed to ensure quality care have been allowed to skip a step and still receive a lot of federal funding.
From a pot that just grew to $1.1 billion.
I have to stay on top of my mom's nursing home to ensure that the staff are getting her out of the bed, so she's not just lying in her bed, staring out a window or staring at a television all day.
Sissy Sanders started asking questions last year after learning dozens of residents were sick and some had died in her mom's South Austin nursing home, despite the doors being closed to visitors in March.
Wait a second. I mean, then who's making these decisions?
She learned Riverside Nursing and Rehabilitation was one of hundreds of skilled nursing facilities enrolled in a program she hadn't come across, the Quality Incentive Payment Program, or QIPP. The more nursing homes in the program improve their quality, the more federal funding they get. The state judges the facilities by how they score on a series of quality care metrics that homes are already reporting to the federal government. Things like how many residents are on antipsychotic meds, or have trouble moving around on their own, or even suffering from dangerous urinary tract infections and bed sores from lying in one place too long.
They just get worse and worse. They become infected and then they die.
These are the types of cases Austin attorney J.T. Bora takes to court when he thinks a home's been negligent. These are also the same issues QIPP was created to improve.
Texas residents of nursing homes should be getting, 5-star treatment, but they're not. There are some facilities that are getting lots of money, not providing for care, having their facilities overrun with COVID.
Of the 10 nursing homes in Central Texas with the most confirmed COVID-19 cases among their residents, we found the majority were enrolled in the program, most receiving close to or more than $1 million each last fiscal year. This fiscal year, some of them have already received more than $500,000 each. At the same time, we discovered these homes are not having to submit their regular reports on every quality metric.
That to me is someone's getting a free ride here. I mean, sorry, you have to do your job in order to get paid.
The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, or CMS, regulates any healthcare provider receiving that type of funding. It's issued dozens of emergency waivers, citing flexibility to allow providers to focus on containing the spread of the coronavirus. One of these halts the data collection used for QIPP. So the Texas Health and Human Services Commission had to adjust the rules.
That's why the state was looking at this and saying, well, hey, we don't want to hold that against them because that was not of their doing, but yet we want to make sure that the program continue to move forward and the resources can be available.
Industry advocates with the Texas Healthcare Association say they applaud the state's move, calling this program a lifeline for many homes.
In order just to keep their doors open.
They argue these waivers don't affect any infection control requirements related directly to COVID-19, but Texas Congressman Doggett disagrees.
So I think it's all interrelated, and I don't deny that there are many people in these homes that are really making an effort. But this program has simply taken taxpayer money and spent a great deal of it and has very little to show for it.
Is this something that your subcommittee has the authority to address, or that you can address as a representative?
Well, it's something we will address now as a result of your reporting.
He's calling on Texas legislators to take a closer look down at the state level, while he works with the new federal CMS administrator on the waivers and other issues facing nursing homes and their residents.
It's like waving goodbye to quality, to responsibility, and to accountability. In the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of an emergency, you need more of this accountability, not less.
It's also important to note, Sissy Sanders, the woman whose mother is in that Austin nursing home at the first of this report, was directed to the Hamilton County Hospital District when she started asking questions. That's about 120 miles away. We dug a little deeper and found local government entities like county hospital districts hold the licenses for many of the homes involved in QIPP. Government entities that are located sometimes hundreds of miles away from those facilities. We spoke to an attorney for that hospital district, and you can read more from him online right now at KXAN.com. He referred any specific questions, though, about Riverside to the local management company, which declined to comment. Avery Travis, back to you.